Hello friends, this is your commerce friend CA Yogesh Panchakshari, and this is a special video I have prepared for revision of NPO, that is non-profit making organizations. So as we know, these are the organizations which are not actually formed to earn the profit, but obviously there can be profit. So ultimate result can be profit. So that is why we have to prepare the final account for NPO also. So I think this topic can be divided in three parts. Three types of question can be asked. So let's go for a short revision of the same. This is first type. When you are expected to prepare RP account, IE account, and balance sheet. All three you have to prepare. So what they have given it to you is it started with 3 lakh rupees donation. So the entry will be bank account debit to donation, and then all the incomes and receipts and expenses and payments are given. So how to deal with that? Simply, step one, prepare whatever is asked, that is RP account, receipt payment account, IE account, that is income expenditure account, balance sheet. These three things you are expected to prepare. And simply give two effects of everything now. How? See, donation is received 3 lakh. So first effect will be cash bank account, that is receipt and payment account debit side to donation. And your club has started with this donation. So it is your capital fund. So second effect, liability side. Then in the second part, they have given revenue incomes. You can immediately predict income means income expenditure credit, and actual receipt means RP debit. You can see it here. That is receipt and payment debit. Like subscription income is 90,000. So it was expected that you should receive 90,000, but you received only 85,000. So you'll record it in the income side. That is subscription income 90,000, but you have received 85,000. So the second effect will go to subscription received 85,000. 5,000 is still receivable. Anything receivable is an asset. So it will go to the asset side, subscription receivable. Same way you have to deal with all the other incomes, like other income 60,000 income expenditure credit and 62,000 actually received, means 2,000 is received in advance. It will go to liability side. Entrance fees income side 24,000 and actually receipt is also 24,000. No effect is required in balance sheet. Locker rent should have been received 5,000, so it will go to income and expenditure credit. Received only 4,000, that will go to the receipt and payment side. So 1,000 still receivable asset side. Now annual day collection and farewell collection will be connected with annual day expenses and farewell expenses. So in receipt and payment account, we will write it separately. That is annual day collection 12,000 on debit side and payment against it 9,000 on credit side. As you can see here, 12,000 and 9,000. While farewell collection 10,000 and payment 13,000. So receipt and payment account will record it separately, but income and expenditure account will show the net effect. Like annual day collection was more than expenses, so 3,000 gain. But in farewell, payment was more than collection, so 3,000 is loss. So in receipt and payment account, record it separately. In income and expenditure account, record it as the net effect. Then comes now the income is and receipts are over. Now salary, expense and payment. Again, expense means income expenditure debit, payment means payment side. So this will go to income expenditure debit side. Expense, salary expense 12,000, but you have actually paid salary only 10,000. So 2,000 is still payable liability side, as you can see here. Then the rent 16,000 should have been paid. You have paid 18,000. It means 2,000 you have paid in advance. Prepaid will go to the asset side. So rent expense 16,000, income expenditure debit, paid recent payment credit 2,000, prepaid asset side. Office expense, income expenditure 12,000, payment also 12,000. Nothing to think about asset liability. Furniture cost is 20,000. You paid only 18,000 till now. So furniture account debit to bank. That means furniture asset side, recent payment credit 18,000. But 2,000 is still payable. So what will you do is you will record furniture in the asset side and 2,000 still payable on the liability side. Depreciation will come on the cost 20,000 if it is there. Then what is given? Annual day expense and farewell expense we have already dealt with. Then from donation, you purchased some books, 80,000 cash bank credit and asset side. Investments purchased on the last date of the year, cash bank credit and asset side. And balance donation, you received donation of 3 lakh, out of which 80,000 books, 1 lakh investment, 120 is kept in FD, that is term deposit. Again, asset side, cash bank, that is recent payment credit. Then depreciation of furniture and books, less from asset and income expenditure debit. Now everything is over. Close the recent payment account. You will get cash bank balance. It can be positive or negative. Don't forget to brought it down. So brought down debit means it is an asset. So it will go to asset side. Income and expenditure will give you net profit or net loss called as surplus or deficit. So it is surplus added in capital fund. and finally your balance sheet is perfectly tallied. So this was the first type, that is preparation of RP, IE and balance sheet all together you have to do. This is first type. There are three types. So let's move towards the second type, when receipt and payment account is given and we have to prepare income and expenditure and balance sheet. Okay, so this is second type, as you can see on the screen, that is preparation of IE and balance sheet when RP, that is receipt and payment, is given. So this is receipt and payment ready-made available, and all the assets and liabilities are also given. So what are the hints for it? What are the steps? Steps are very simple. What you have to do is prepare income and expenditure account, closing balance sheet and opening balance sheet first. So I prepared income and expenditure for 15-20 lines, closing balance sheet for 20 lines, and opening balance sheet also, which is a working note. Second step, put everything in opening and closing balance sheet. Whatever data we have, like you can come here in the question, furniture, opening balance sheet, asset side, building asset side, investment asset side, subscription receivable asset side, received in advance liability, income receivable asset, received in advance liability, salary payable liability, salary received in advance asset, rent payable liability, received in advance asset, cash and bank asset. Same way, write everything on the in the closing balance sheet also. So as you can see here, I have already recorded everything. What I did is subscription receivable CY. CY means current year, and for opening balance sheet I have given subscription receivable LY. LY means last year. Salary payable LY, last year, and salary payable CY. So it will be useful for us at the time of working note. So step 1, prepare all the statements. Step 2, record everything in the opening and closing balance sheet. Now let's see what is the step 3. All the steps are given here. You can take the screenshot of it. Record maximum data in opening closing balance sheet, done. Give second effects of all the items in receipt and payment account. As you can see, just like final account, I have made star marks to those who are having adjustments. So I will just record them, but I will not record the amount immediately. Opening cash bank balance, second effect in the opening balance sheet already given. Subscription received 2 lakh, but we want subscription income. So I will record it in the income side, subscription income, but it will go to the working note. So I will deal with the working note afterwards. Donation received 140, it can be a revenue donation or you can capitalize it, depends. Now nothing is given, so I have capitalized, so it is added in the capital fund. Simply give second effect. Entrance fees received 30% capitalized, so there is an adjustment, so I will record it as entrance fees income. 70%, out of 60,000, 70% is revenue income and 30% is capitalized, so it is added in the capital fund. Then other incomes received, I will record it in the income side with working note number 2 because there is an adjustment. Sale of old newspaper, no adjustment, income side. 10% loan taken, it's a capital receipt, liability side. Now let's come to the payment side. Salaries, expense side, but it is having an adjustment, star mark is made. So I will not record the amount. Rent also, expense side with working note 3. Furniture purchased, added in furniture in the asset side. Other expenses and general expense, no adjustment, directly to the income and expenditure account. Now, as you can see, there are 2 working notes left. That is one for income and one for expense. So let's go to the working note immediately. I'm trying to keep a proper pace so that you can revise it in a lesser time span. Okay, so this is my working note for income. So subscription income and other income. So I have received subscription. This will come from receipt side of RP account. Receivable of current year means closing balance sheet asset side. Receivable of last year opening balance sheet asset side. Received in advance current year liability of closing balance sheet. Received in advance last year opening balance sheet liability. And this is your income of subscription and other incomes. So directly income and expenditure credit. Don't even think about second effect. We have already recorded in the balance sheet. That was our first or second step. So it's pretty clear. So it will go to the income side. Same way for expenses. You know the format: paid plus payable of current year, less payable of last year, less paid in advance in current year, add paid in advance in last year is your expense. So paid will come from payment side. You can take it from the question. Payable for current year, closing balance sheet liability side. Payable for last year, opening balance sheet liability side. Paid in advance in current year, closing balance sheet asset side. Paid in advance last year, opening balance sheet asset side. So this is our expense. It will go to income and expenditure debit. You don't need to think about second effect. It is already recorded. So as you can see in the income and expenditure account, yes. So salary and rent working note 3, and on the credit side, subscription income and other incomes is also recorded. Now, entrance fees we have already dealt with, but I have shown the adjustment also. Entrance fees received 60,000, 30% capitalized, added in capital fund, 70% revenue, income side, that is IE credit. Now all the adjustments are over. Simply close the income expenditure account. There is a surplus, add it in the capital fund. If it is deficit, reduce from capital fund. And if you check it properly, your balance sheet is perfectly tallied. So in this way, you can follow the steps and you can get the second type of question tallied in these 5 steps itself. Take the screenshot of these steps so that we can move forward. Okay, so this is third and the last type which can be asked in exam. That is when income and expenditure account is given and you have to prepare the receipt and payment account. How to deal with that? It's very simple. Simply follow the same steps. Again, opening, closing, assets and liabilities are given. This time, instead of RP account, they have given you income and expenditure account. Again, there is an adjustment to salary and rent, subscription and other incomes. So I made a star mark to it. Now let's see how can we deal with this. Again, prepare RP account, closing balance sheet and opening balance sheet, and record maximum data in opening and closing balance sheet. And don't forget to write the opening cash balance in receipt and payment account. Generally, we forget to record this and then the problem starts. So I have given it separately and I have highlighted it. Don't forget to write the opening cash balance. Then put the data in opening and closing balance sheet as usual. So I have feed this data: furniture, building, car, investment, subscription receivable. Again, LY, other income receivable, LY, salary paid in advance last year, rent paid in advance last year, cashback balance. And these are all the liabilities of last year. So balancing figure is your capital fund, which you can write in your balance sheet. Now, next step is give second effect of income and expenditure account given by them, like salary and rent and office expense, general expense. These are all payments. So that will come on payment side. But for salary and rent, there is an adjustment. So I will not record the amount. Office expense, general expense, amount can be recorded. Then what is given? Loss on sale of car. See, receipt and payment account don't want loss. Receipt and payment account want selling price. So in this case, we need to go through the working note. We'll deal with this afterwards. Depreciation of furniture, less from asset side. Surplus added in capital fund. Subscription income, other income, general income, sale of old newspaper. All these 4 items will go to the receipt side. Just that subscription and other incomes will have working note. General income, sale of old newspaper can be recorded. No issue about it. Then gain on annual day, collection 30, payment 10. But recent payment account will record it separately. That is collection on the receipt side and payment on the credit side. That is payment side. Entrance fees 60% needs a working note. So we'll go for working note afterwards. So these are all the postings done in balance sheets and RP account. Now let's go for working note of subscription and other income. Simply what you have to remember is write down the same format which we used in the earlier case. The same format. This was our format for type 2. Same format you have to use. Just that they have given you income from income and expenditure credit. They have given you all these 4 numbers. You have to find out this receipt by the reverse working. That is 2,60,000 minus 12,000 plus 13 plus 15 minus 21,000. You will get this same for other incomes. And then it will go to the receipt side. I repeat, here you have to go by the reverse working. Use the same format, no problem. Same way for salary and rent payments. Expenses are already given. All these 4 numbers are available. Go by the reverse working, go upwards, and you will get the salary and rent payment. So record it in the payment side. As you can see in the receipt and payment account, the receipt side will show the subscription and other incomes received, and credit side will show payment side, salary and rent paid. So that was a working note. Same way you have to solve, just go by the reverse working. Regarding car sold, always remember, even if you are at CA final level, I'll suggest the same thing. Whenever you sell something, write down the journal entry. So the journal entry is given: cash account debit, loss on sale account debit, that is loss on car sold account debit to car. Car is 90,000 worth and loss is 12,000. So amount received is 78,000 balancing figure. So this will go to the receipt side. Income expenditure loss is already shown and less from car. So we have recorded on the receipt side. As you can see, sale price of car 78,000 and less from car 90,000. Car is sold, so it is 0 now. And the last working note we have is about entrance fees, given that 60% of entrance fees received is revenue, so 40% is capitalized. It means if you receive 100%, you transfer 40% to capitalized balance sheet liability side and 60% income side. In the income side, 1,20,000 is given, then how much is received? So received is 2 lakh by cross multiplication, out of which revenue treated 120, so 80,000 capitalized. So receipt means receipt and payment account debit side, Revenue IE credit already shown, and capitalized 80,000 will go to the liability side. So let's see the effects. Receipt side, I will go for receipt side. Where it is? Yes, entrance fees received 2 lakh and capitalized 80,000 added in capital fund. Now everything is over. I will find out the cash and bank closing balance. It is on the debit side. So we'll go on the asset side. It can be on credit side also. Then in that case, it will be overdraft. Then I took the capital fund outside, recorded all the other assets and liabilities to the outer column, and I got the balance sheet perfectly balanced. So this was the third type of question which can be asked in your examination for NPO. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you will revise your all the 3 headings in a comfortable speed. And for other revisions also, I have already uploaded some videos. So go through our channel and see all these videos. Good luck for your exams. Perform the best, and please make sure that 1 mark is equal to 1.5 minutes. So if the question is asked for 10 marks on NPO, just give 15 to 16 minutes, whatever you can write, and move forward. You will get stepwise marks also. Okay. Good luck and keep learning. पढ़ते रहो, आगे बढ़ते रहो. Bye.